What's happening? Crypto fam, happy Monday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott and it's a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time out to consume my content, so thank you. This morning, I want to cover an article and a blog that I didn't look into enough because when I saw it last week, I was like, I don't really know. And now I'm realising that it actually came from an actual Ripple blog on Ripple Insights. We need to stay up to date with Ripple Insights. I've been too caught up in this whole network stuff, which there'll be some videos coming on soon, so stay tuned. But XRP set to become a privacy coin as Ripple research into anonymity. Now, I left that alone last week. I saw that last week, actually saw it last week. July 21st, XRP set to become and I just thought, nah. And again, always do your own research. Don't assume. Assumption is a mother of all fuck-ups, guys, right? Remember that. So basically, over the weekend, I started having a little gander as well, yesterday, should I say. And now I think we should read through it. So I'm going to read through the article, and then I'm going to go to the actual blog post that the article is done from. I'll have a quick read through that and then we'll see what's happening, and then you can go away and then you can go and see what you think's happening. The Ripple network is set to transform its native token XRP into a privacy coin as the network begins intensive research and procedures into anonymity and data protection, a release has said. In a recent blog post by Ripple Network, Stefanie Roos, an assistant professor at Delft University of Technology, disclosed reasons why the Ripple network believes there are holes in the present blockchain models and aims at incorporating temporal anonymity features on the XRP ledgers. I hate anonymity because you want to say anonymous, but it's People are of the opinion that Bitcoin provides sufficient anonymity, whereas it is not so, since there are possibilities of tracing people via their data on Bitcoin blockchain. Tracing people can achieve if the details provided could be linked in a profile. Could be linked to a profile, sorry. That's a thing, innit? Having an address is one thing. Knowing whose that address is another thing. That's where it gets a little. Ooh. However, the Ripple network stated in the blog post that it recognised the need for anonymity and data protection and has begun driving efforts to integrate anonymity features into the XRP ledger. The need for data protection has rapidly increased in recent times, and companies all over the world are cautious of disclosing sensitive data when performing blockchain transactions. The companies feel private blockchains are limited future-proof solution based on the fact that the system can only be used by a few users. Hence, companies believe public blockchains are the future-proof solution as they provide sufficient anonymity functions. However, Roos and some other researchers are being funded under the Ripple Blockchain Research Initiative, UBRI, to conduct in-depth research into anonymity on the XRP ledger. Roos and her team would be working on eliminating the present errors in complicated blockchain model large-scale projects, and would at the same time work on integrating a temporal anonymity feature on the XRP ledger. Aside from the financial aid coming from Ripple Initiative UBRI, members of the research team would also be accorded access to the Ripple's executives as a way of exposing them to value experiences in the blockchain industry. Nevertheless, it's important to mention that Ripple Network has long been supporting the training of future specialists. And it's through this research extending such initiatives further. Earlier in April, Ripple's lead C+ software engineer Nick Bugalis, I don't know, So let's go to the source. To the source. Let's get the source, because you might as well always read the source. So the source is Ripple Insights as a source that it came from a day previous. That's 7 days ago now, guys. Like I say, I was just like, you react like that too much in blockchain and it's going to bite you in the arse, you're going to miss out. I'll look at it in a week. Yeah, really, mate? By its decentralized nature, a blockchain is extremely difficult to hack. Well, that does not mean digital assets and wallets built on the technology are invulnerable, which is why organizations behind them spend so much time thinking about security. However, according to Stefanie Roos of Delft University of Technology in the Netherlands, the blockchain industry will soon have to give equal attention to privacy concerns. Though she admits this idea may come as a surprise to those who enjoy the anonymity of Bitcoin, because you don't have to enter your real name. People believe that Bitcoin is very privacy preserving. But when someone keeps reusing the same information, it's possible to track everything they do. If you can link that profile to a real person, you can see all their activity. Stefanie is an assistant professor for distributed systems at the university, having completed an award-winning PhD thesis on the subject before working at Canada's University of Waterloo. She's well versed in using decentralized technology for payments, having developed Speedy Murmurs, a peer-to-peer system that takes a path-based transaction approach similar to Bitcoin Lightning Network. Today, much of her focus is on ways to create flexible anonymity for blockchain-based payments, especially for enterprise transactions. There's always enterprise transactions. Well, my transactions, bro. About my transactions. Don't start hiding enterprise transactions and you're not hiding mine. You can get fucked, right? Sucking the corporate dick. No. Businesses paying suppliers on a public blockchain could inadvertently reveal details about products or services they're developing to competitors. While private blockchain are the obvious solution, Stefanie believes public technology with appropriate anonymity could be more beneficial. Think of systems, this quote, think of systems where anonymity is temporal, she says. You get privacy for a time that you need it. If you want to have transparency later on, you can reveal the relevant cryptographic keys to demonstrate that you complied with regulatory requirements, show off your high quality suppliers, or prove a patent case. While individuals rarely have the same confidentiality needs as businesses, Stefanie believes consumers will soon realize the need for privacy around the payments and to make on public blockchains. Well, right, it's not just enterprise. I want my shit hidden if their shit's hidden. People who want others seeing what they buy. Right. People won't want others seeing what they buy or sell, predicts Stefanie. That's huge potential for blockchain bullying. Imagine teenagers knowing each other's transaction history, being able to see who has the most expensive clothes or shoes. Some people may not want others to know that they get government benefits. We have to make sure that these systems preserve our privacy. Right. Stop the fucking trap. Stop the roller coaster, mate. You mean to tell me, right, that a teenager needs a fucking blockchain, right, to figure out that fucking high-tech trainers are not as expensive as Nike? Is that what that paragraph was actually trying to tell me? Always, someone go on his second transaction, see how much them high-tech cost, because I want to know if they're more than my Nikes. Yeah. Now, I get it on the other side of the coin, but that comes down to society, parenting, education, people's mindset. It's a weird one, that. See what else they say. Some of Stefanie's students are looking at anonymity on XRP Ledger as part of Ripple's University Blockchain Research Initiative. Aided by UBRI grants, one student is looking at the ledger's consensus algorithms, while another is working on a new way of testing for security vulnerabilities. When a theoretical blockchain model is translated to code on complicated large-scale projects, two students who obviously benefit from the grant, which will fund their PhDs, they are also able to talk with Ripple about their ideas and whether they could actually be part of the system. It's great motivation for this type of project if you know there is a chance it can become a real product. So Ripple's basically not only just investing in their PhDs and getting them to play around with RippleNet and Ripple Tech and XRPL, they're actually saying, look, if you come up with a decent solution, it could actually be used. It could end up a real world product within RippleNet. So Dell's UBRI connection also benefits those attending the university's blockchain master's course. Class numbers are deliberately small so the students can not only learn the theory of blockchain but implement projects related to different applications. Our links with UBRI have been useful for students implementing applications on top of XRPL Ledger. Concludes Stefanie. One team created a bill splitting system where one person pays a bill in the restaurant and the rest settle it using XRP Ledger. It's just sad that coronavirus shut down all the restaurants, but hopefully they can test the theory in a real world scenario soon. Yo, so one guy can pay the bill in a restaurant and then everyone else just goes beep, 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 beep with the XRP Ledger. So basically, if there's 3 of us, it's 30 quid bill. I paid a 30 quid. The other 2 people then send me £10 each through XRPL. To find out more about how where the fuck is that coming from? To find out more about how BRI supports and accelerates academic research, technical development and innovation in blockchain, cryptocurrency and digital payments, visit ubri.ripple.com. Plus watch out for the monthly on-campus post on this blog. What part? I might be due a visit to fucking Manchester University soon. Ripple is collaborating with leading universities around the world to support and accelerate academic research, technical development and innovation in blockchain, cryptocurrency and digital payments. What? So for anyone wondering, the partners, the big partners, ANU Law, TU Delft, some of these are going to be nothing to these, but all of a sudden you might be like, fucking hell, that university's near me. FGV, Berkeley Haas, University of Waterloo, University of Oregon, Korea University, McCombs School of Business, MIT, Princeton, the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, Penn, UCL, Université du Luxembourg, Université du Luxembourg. I don't know why I said that like that. University of Nicosia, International Institute of Information Technology, Hyderabad. I don't know where that is. Carnegie Mellon University. Who's that one? That is Arabic. No, it's not. Sorry, apologies. It's Indian. Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. Cornell CIS, Information Science, Duke. The KU School of Engineering, University of Kansas. The Morgan State University. Growing the future. Northeastern University. The Tingshower PBCFC, looking Chinese or Japanese, don't shoot me. University of Michigan, USR or USP. Georgetown University, the NUS, National University of Singapore, the University of Tokyo, and Kyoto University. Fucking love Japanese. Kyoto. So, you want to look into that a little bit more, I suggest you do, but XRP becoming a privacy coin, eh? Can you imagine that? XRP becomes a privacy coin. What does it mean? Is it actually looking at becoming a privacy coin, or is it just increased security and anonymity? Anonymity. XRP Ledger Privacy. See if anyone else has said anything on it. That. Right, April there. April. Now. Ripple reveals proposal to boost crypto privacy on XRP Ledger. San Francisco-based payments company Ripple proposing a new feature that will boost privacy on XRP Ledger. Ripple developer nibbled assets. A feature would allow the destination tags to cryptographically scrambled. And that is the thing that they spoke about in the previous article that we read out. Hey, mate. Is it gonna go to privacy coin, mate? Ripple. Is XRP becoming a privacy coin? Anonymity on XRPL is being researched. Professor Stefanie Roos is driving a research of the anonymity features on the XRPL ledger. The research is funded by Ripple's initiative UBRI and offers students direct access to the company's expertise. Interesting. Oh, that Twitter hack mentioned there, that's throwing it all in the face. Data protection and privacy increasingly important, also with Ripple in the past. On a Ripple post, Stefanie Roos, assistant professor at Delft University of Technology in the Netherlands, say that people think Bitcoin provides sufficient anonymity, but the reality is very different. Because you don't have to enter your real name. People believe that Bitcoin is very privacy preserving, but when someone keeps using the same information, it's possible to track everything they do. If you can link that to a profile, if you can link that profile to a real person, then you can see all their activity. Always think that about Monero. Now, I don't use Monero myself. I've held a bit. I might get a bit more in the future. I don't use it. Now, if I do use it, if I send some XRP to or any asset on Monero, I try and go private through Monero. If I use a wallet that's linked to my KYC wallets, that's linking me to that Monero account, innit? Surely. So any dodgy funds that into that Monero account are going to be, well, Scott Pratt's linked to that. Let's bring him in for questioning. Like, what? But all I did was move money, bruh, so I didn't have to pay any tax on it. What? I didn't mean to. But seriously, where's the privacy end? Like, who's it for? There's a lot of enterprise this, enterprise that, the privacy for the little man. Listen, if Boris Johnson's, I want the same amount of privacy and security that Boris Johnson's got. I think every American should get the same amount of privacy and security that the President of the United States has got. Listen, they're all his fucking boss, right? So if they can't see what he's doing, he shouldn't be able to see what the fuck they're doing, because he works for them. They don't work for him. Let's remember that. We don't work for Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson works for us. So who should be fucking private? Whose data should really be fucking private? Not mine. Or not Boris's. Or not any. I honestly believe mine should be private before his, because he's a public servant. Everyone should be able to see what he's spending money on, what he's earning for doing his fucking job. We're his boss. If we don't know his wages, who does? Who does? He's the prime minister. He's the man at the top. Like, what's he being fucking paid? Who tells him what he's being paid? Eh? How many expenses has he got? We're his boss. Anyone paying taxes, that guy's boss. Like, all UK citizens, I don't care whether you're fucking homeless or whether you're a multi-millionaire paying 10 million a year in tax, we're all his boss. You're a British citizen, you're Boris Johnson's boss. Don't give a shit. Pay tax at the moment or not. I literally don't give a shit. You're British, you're his boss, you're a public servant. You're supposed to be helping everyone, not just the ones that can pay 50%. You know what I'm saying? What does Boris earn? It's going to be like 150 bags, innit? For the basic role. But then it's going to go, they become millionaires and it ain't right. Whoa, wait a minute. Boris might have actually took a pay cut here. That coffee went down a wrong hole, then it nearly went in my lungs, that. Prime Minister wage, UK. See, it's not that easy to find this shit, and it should just be fucking there. I'm a British citizen who contributes to this motherfucker's wages, and he works for us. How can I not see what he's spending and what his wages are? It's an absolute joke, and I want it, and it's got to change. Salaries of the members of the United Kingdom Parliament. I say Parliament. I know it's spelled like that at times. Parliament. I say it different all the time. I just realise that. Salary benefits Commons. Basic salary of an MP in the House of Commons is 81,000. And I just thought the PM's was double. I knew it was about 75, 80 grand, but I thought the PM's was just double that. 150s, 160s. Oh, damn! Before the 20th century, members of Parliament were unpaid, as it was assumed they would have another income. Isn't that interesting? Maybe we should go back to that. People of Parliament not being paid. Oh my days, I didn't know that was only 100 years ago. The first regular salary was £400 per year, introduced in 1911. Some subsequent salary levels were £1,000 in 1946, and just over £3,000 in 1964. So 11 grand in 1980 and 26,000 a year in 1999. The increase in MP's basic salary since 96 have been ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Whoa! Nah, mate. Nah, this fucking stops, mate. This fucking stops. Oh, really? Right, yeah. I thought it might have changed your order, but nah, that's nasty, that. I'm sorry. I can't believe what I've just seen. From 1996 in January, you know the fucking pay rises, they had at least one a year. They had two in 1996. They had two in 2001. Yeah, they had two pay rises in 2006, two pay rises in 2007. It went from 30 grand a year in 1996 to over 60 grand a year by 2006. So in just 10 years, the wage had doubled. Now, I want you to go and ask your granddad whether his wage, or your dad, or anyone, and go and ask them if their wage doubled between 1996 and 2006. And nah, this needs to fucking change. They need dragging out of that House of Parliament and putting in stocks while we all lob tomatoes at him. I'm fucking sorry, but it does. And then they fuck off. And we get someone in who wants to do it at a low wage. Fucking sick of this shit. In December 2013, the Independent Parliamentary Standards Authority recommended that pay be increased to $74,000 per annum, linked to the pay of the people they represent. At the same time, pensions believed it would be reduction. Fuck you. In 2015, this was implemented back end. Nah, additional salary. Ooh. Many MPs, the Prime Minister, ministers, and the Speaker, senior opposition leaders, opposing chief whip, etc., receive a supplementary salary for their specific responsibilities. As of April 2015, additional entitlements range from 15,000 for select committee chairs to 79,000 for the Prime Minister. On May 2015, David Cameron announced that he intended to freeze ministerial pay for the next 5 years. Salary of Prime Minister, Leader of the Opposition. 10 grand a year, man. In 1937, it's the model equivalent would be £650,000 a year. £54 grand a year by 1994, the Prime Minister. Nearly 200k by 2010. 150. Fucking joke. Absolute joke. £158,000 a year. It's a joke. So, if when we talk about privacy and all that shit, I believe we should be private before they are. Our expenses and what we spend money on should be private before anyone in the public sector. Right? Everyone in the public sector working for, as public servants, working for the public, taking money out of national insurance contributions or tax contributions, you are an employee of the people, and the people should know what you're getting. Granted, I'm not saying they should know what you're spending on your shopping. Maybe that should be private. I'm saying what you're spending expenses. Instead of like John Prescott's fucking Jaguars and shit like that, that's what we're getting at, mate. Like the extra they're allowed to claim on top. Bringing the wages down to start with, not letting them have too much extra on top. Any government or government expenses or anything all transparent. And keep the public shit private. And keep my public shit private. But they're going to find out what my company spends in expenses. Aren't they? Going to want my company's balance sheet and all that shit. So I want theirs, mate. I'm their boss. I'm one of their bosses. So I want their fucking shit. They want my shit. They're not my boss. Yet they can see my information. But I am one of their bosses as the people. So I want their fucking information, mate. I'm sorry, but yeah. And we'll fight it all the way to 2030, mate. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. We will fight it. Vote Scott 2030 if it's not happened by then. Because I'm telling you, something's got to be done. And on that note, go and do a little bit of research yourself, lads and ladies. See what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments. Who should give up their privacy first with regards to expenses and stuff like that? I fully believe it should be government officials. And if you don't want to give your government expenses, you don't want to tell us what you're spending it on, then you shouldn't be fucking government official, mate, because you're not doing what your boss says. So, see ya. We'll get someone who actually wants to do the job for the people and not for themselves, right? Government officials should be for the people, not for themselves. So why is he still homeless while they're all becoming millionaires? That's not right. It's just not right. And I get it. People can say, oh, well, it's not a millionaire's job to sort out all the fucking homeless. I'm like, yeah, I know it's not, mate, but it's the government's fucking job. So what the millionaires within the government's got to say about that then? Eh? I'll fucking wait. We need to be holding the so-called people in charge accountable. We need to be holding them accountable. Yeah, it's exciting times, guys. It really, really is. But it's also a little bit, whoa, how's it going to go? Seriously, I still think we're only a whisker away from a civil war, me, or a possible World War III. But who knows? Who knows? All I know is wishing you a good week, wishing you and yours health and happiness. It is horrible weather out there today. Look at the state of that, washing up in the rain. That won't be coming down for a while. Invest in yourself, invest in internet of value, and do something you want to do today that you've not done for ages. Guys, I want you to do that. I want you to do something today. Obviously, if you're back in work, you've not got time, it's a little hard for some people, so maybe later on. But when you get home and you thought, oh, I've always wanted to learn that, or I've always wanted to learn that, I've always wanted to try that, I've always wanted to try that, fucking start trying it. Do it. Record it. See if you like it. Move on. Progress it. Turn it into revenue. Hobbies into revenue. Yeah. We love crypto. We love privacy. Love security. We love you. Till the next one, guys. Take care. Peace.